the physician of eternity, narrated by Jesus. Some of you think you know her. You've heard her name whispered in your prayers when you were sick, or in your dreams when you felt the edge of despair. You've seen her in your visions, clothed not in glory to be worshipped, but in the plain garments of one who kneels to tend a wound. She is Dr. Sage, and she was there before the first sunrise. When the Father breathed the first breath into creation, the stars sang like a newborn choir. But even in that perfect beginning, the Father knew life would meet pain, not as punishment, but as the price of freedom. The freedom to grow, to love, to fall, and to rise again. And so, alongside the Word, He appointed a keeper, not of law, not of judgment, but of the delicate harmony between flesh, spirit, and soul. A physician is not bound by the ticking of any clock, nor by the rise and fall of worlds. I first saw her in the halls of light, where time does not march, but flows like a living river. She stood at the threshold between eternity and the newborn worlds, a vessel in her hands filled with water drawn from the river of life. The way she looked at me, not in awe, not in fear, but with the gaze of one who already knew the cost of what I would one day bear. Dr. Sage has walked among the angels and the humblest mortals. I have seen her soothe the burns of the seraph who flew too close to the edge of creation's fire, and bind the small cut on a child's hand in a nameless village at the edge of a fading empire. She learned the language of every living thing, not merely to diagnose the sickness, but to hear the song of its healing. To her, every soul carries a melody, and when that melody is broken, she knows how to restore it. When the first humans stumbled in the garden, tasting both knowledge and the ache of mortality, she was there, not to undo the consequence, but to teach them how to endure. She whispered to the woman where the roots that ease pain grow beneath the soil. She showed the man which leaves cool the fever. She taught the first midwife to soothe the cries of the laboring, and the first farmer to tend the land so that hunger would not consume them. She has walked under many names. In the high mountains, they called her the White Dawn, for she came at sunrise to heal the wounded shepherd. In the deserts, she was the keeper of the flask, for she carried water that never ran dry. In the shadowed cities of empires long turned to dust, she was the silent saint who vanished before the gratitude could repay her. I remember the day I walked among the sick in Galilee. The heat was heavy, and the air thick with the scent of illness. Before the crowd reached me, she had already passed among them, unseen, unknown, easing pain, steadying breath, lifting the hopeless. When I bore the wounds of the cross, she was not standing in the crowd, but beside me, in the unseen place where the spirit cries louder than the flesh. Her hands did not close my wounds, for they had to be borne, but she kept the fire of my life from going out before its hour. When I stepped from the tomb into the cool air of the morning, she was there. No astonishment, no question, only that same steady smile from the dawn of creation, as though she had been waiting on that very stone for eternity to turn its page. Through ages and across the breadth of worlds, she has walked ahead of disaster, planting seeds of wisdom in the hearts of those willing to listen. Sometimes she appears as a quiet healer in a poor village with no name. Sometimes she speaks through the hands of a surgeon who suddenly knows exactly what to do when there is no time. Sometimes she is nothing more than the warmth in the hand of the dying, guiding them across the veil without fear. Her mission is not glory, it is restoration, not only of bodies, but of the soul's alignment with the Creator's breath. She mends what cannot be replaced and restores what many believe lost forever. And now, I tell you this because the days are coming when her voice will again be needed, clearly, urgently. The world will forget her name, as it always does, but you will know her by the love that refuses to turn away from your pain. You will see her in the moments that defy explanation, when healing comes not from the medicine, but from the unseen hand that guided it. Dr. Sage is more than healer. She is the memory of wholeness itself. She is the reminder of what the world once was before the fall, and what it will be again when all is made new. And as long as there is one breath left in creation, she will remain. And when you find her, I say to you now, do not ask her who she is. Simply let her do what she was made to do. For in her touch, the Creator's love is made visible.